to 3. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. For your current balance, please press 1. It's the Gremlin song. Yo, bro. I'm doing okay. How are you doing? How are you? I'm doing fine. How are you? And ain't it a lovely morning? All right, all right, all right. Today is Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, and it's 8:12 in the morning. 8:12 in the a.m. And there we go, a little less crooked. I guess this is a good start to a day. A little harmonica music. A little fine how do you do? Let's have a fine how do you do? In the description, you'll find a link. The link will take you to a website. And that's how you can get views. Question. Would you rather have $10 million up front or be sent money weekly? Which would be up to for 5 years. I think I'd go with the weekly money. That way you don't spend it all. I think they tax you differently too, depending on where you are in the world. I'd rather just have all the money taxed right away, but have it sent to me. Yeah, that's how I'd want it. I think it'd work out because some people are programmed to be poor, and if you get a lot of money, you might just spend it all. That's what I hear happens to lottery winners. They just spend it all. I had $1 million, but I spent it all. That was that way you can kind of have some security, depending on how long you live. You don't want to outlive your money. That's sad when you outlive your money. Some people have a lot of money, or they have money, but then they live longer than they have money. And then you're just a guy who's poor. That would suck. especially if you work so hard to be debt free. Then you wind up with medical issues, medical problems. I say pray for health first. Pray for health, because bad health can really wipe you out, especially nowadays. Nowadays it's all about how much they can get from you. You miss our days in middle school. I think the best thing to do is keep going forward. Another question. What's one quote? Oh, if not, what is my biggest inspiration? Is comedy. Comedy always inspires me. Comedy, however I can get it. It's watching movies that are funny, or listening to a comedian get up on stage and just make people laugh. I think that's part of the clown's prayer. You'll see the clown's prayer in the description. It's right underneath the link I'm promoting right now. I'm your biggest inspiration. If not. So there's Hertz Davis, who used to be Screaming Baboon. Hertz Davis is a couple of car rentals. Am I correct? What I hate the most is space exploration. A lot of money is being spent on space exploration instead of helping people. Car rental. I am correct in that assumption. So yeah, if you want to grow your YouTube channel, click on the link in the description. Screaming Baboon. Yep, Grandma's Daisy. Grandma's little Daisy. Of course, this is a family show. I've been doing more family shows lately. Not too many people come to my adult shows. I like doing the adult shows because I can talk about more on the adult shows. But on the family show, I guess I have a bigger audience. What's your opinion on communism? Socialism going on. I'm not a fan of government. The only government I think should be is people caring about each other and people taking better care of themselves. Government doesn't really work. Government is like a temporary fix. No matter what government, whether it's imperialist or communist or no matter what, it seems like government is just something that props up society. Papa, without any real government. I think each person should be their law enforcement. You're welcome. And I get to talk to everybody on a family show. I don't have to exclude any. That's a part that I don't like about the adult show is I have to exclude people. I don't really like excluding people just because of their age. If you believe that children are your future, or children are the future, don't neglect the children. Don't neglect them. Encourage them. Include them. Children are very precious, and I think we need to include them instead of just sending them outside to play, leap around like animals, wearing little masks to hide their faces. So, you're welcome, and my pleasure. So I guess we'll make this worthwhile. Eddie's Funhouse is a worthwhile show. It's interesting, it's like a different show each time. Each time I have a different kind of show. The subject matter, the questions and answers, they're always different. It's unscripted. It's basically, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about today? I forgot to check what time it is. What time is it over in the UK? If it's 8 o'clock here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's probably 12 o'clock in the UK, which is not late enough to be off work, because people do work. And sometimes they're not off until 6 o'clock. But they can watch these. They can watch these lives if they happen to miss them. Sorry, that was accidental. That was an accidental Yahoo. That was a deliberate Yahoo. I'm curious to know who's up today. Who's up and who's wanting to interact. That's what this is. This is an interactive. You can interact. Today feels like Scotland weather. Weather in Scotland. It's cloudy. It's a little chilly outside. It's almost like I'm at a beachfront. I want to try to raise money for the Red Cross. The Red Cross always comes out to help whenever there are floods, and there are lots of floods in Florida. Florida and North Carolina was hit pretty hard by Hurricane Helene. And how I can do that is, you want to meet my mother? I already showed. Yes, there was an episode. She doesn't seem to like. She seems very uncomfortable when I come out there and tell her to tell everyone hi. I don't know if she's in the mood for that right now. Especially when she's watching a show. She would much rather be watching the show. Because I don't want to subject her to it. You know, I don't want to make her feel like she's being held hostage. She's a social butterfly. She likes to meet people in person. I think that's what it is. She'd rather meet people in person than just say hi into a camera. I do have pictures of her, though. Maybe I could put a picture of her now that I'm talking about her. I remember when she brought your class cupcakes. Brought our class cupcakes. Who, my mom? My mommy baked some cupcakes for the class? Everybody gets one. Remember Milton in Office Space? I see that guy in other movies, the one who played Milton. He was also one of the voices for King of the Hill. That bald chubby guy. That's Milton's voice. He wanted a stapler. He's right. You gonna give me my stapler? He tried to get my stapler. He was the guy who burned up the building. And then he was sitting on the beach, and he was complaining. He was complaining to the guy who was bringing him drinks. He was just a complainer, Milton. He had those big old Coke bottle glasses. I didn't know that. I didn't know that he played. He was the voice actor. I forget which character. It wasn't Boomhauer. It wasn't. Um, who was that guy? Gribble, Dale Gribble, Dale Gribble. He was the guy who talked like this. He was. He was the one who played. Anyways, I try to follow careers. Careers. Good morning, Walter. Good morning, everybody. This is Eddie from Eddie's Funhouse. We're doing the family version, so everybody can relax. Do I miss Screaming Baboon? That was a bit much. Just imagine a screaming baboon. A screaming. That was your handle before, it was, yes. I kind of like Grandma's Daisy. Grandma's Daisy is kind of funny. Or Grandma Daisy. But get one that suits you better, you know. It just took a while to think up Eddie's Funhouse. Because we have fun here. That's what we try to do. We try to hatch out. I miss Grandma's Daisy. That sounds like the adult show. That sounds like something for the adult show. Well, it's good to have everybody here. I was wondering how many people would attend. I wonder how long it'll be before I start doing roll call. I wonder how many people will miss roll call in the future. One of was Eon. Eon was here. And then there was AAB. People don't stay for very long, I've noticed. So those of you who are just showing up, check out the link in the description. If you want to... I know, what happened? Charlotte was here last night, and then she was claiming I couldn't see her posts. She was saying that I wasn't reading her comments. And I was reading her comments. I have a witness. Yep, I think that's what it is. Yeah, there we go. That's roll call. We could check off people who aren't here, who are not here today. I hope they're all doing all right. I hear Edgar passed away. So we'll just have to make do with what we have. Right now it looks like there's only 2 people. I can't wait to YouTube start gifting people who just keep going in spite of it all. Let's start doing roll call. I think you just did. You mentioned 2 people who aren't here today. I guess being a good enough excuse. If you're dead, well then you're excused. That's what's nice about being dead, is you're excused from everything. You don't have any more doctor's appointments. You don't have to show up to prom. Yeah. You don't have to wait in line at the MV. There's so many benefits to being dead. So many benefits. You don't have any more dentist appointments. How did he pass? I don't know. I was hearing that someone killed him. Palamo was the one who reported this. Yeah, Palamo. He's a close friend of Edgar. And he came on and he said that Edgar had died. They did a memorial and everything, which is fitting for a vet. So we'll just see what happens. We'll see what follow-ups we get. It's sad. It's sad when somebody who comes to the show passes away. Well, I guess this is a memorial then. if we're remembering someone who used to come to the show, I think that's one of the big benefits of being dead is you don't have to go to dentist appointments. And you don't have to go get blood work done. That's one of the things that the doctor sometimes calls for when you visit the doctor. They say, we need to draw your lab, which means they're going to take blood out of your arm. You want to be cremated. A lot of people do. A lot of people want to be cremated. They have an actual code. A lot of people want to be when they're cremated. They want to be they want to have their ashes scattered at Disneyland. I forget which code that was. There's a code for that they have, and it requires a quick cleanup. A lot of people, that's weird. It's like, I want my ashes scattered at Disneyland. It's like, why not in the mountains or something? One guy wanted to be used as fish bait. I remember that. There was a guy who wanted to be used as fish bait, and a big fish was caught, which is a weird request. Yeah, when I'm cremated, I want to be used as fish bait. Yeah, I know. You could be buried next to a stranger. Sometimes there's family plots where people are buried right next to each other. Brandon Lee was buried next to his father. And then there was where Marilyn Monroe was buried. They don't bury people in Louisiana. People aren't buried in Louisiana because of the sea level. I guess a grave would just come up out of the ground. Of course you can. How about 1877 Cars for Kids? 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. I wonder, do you hear that commercial ever on the radio? Sometimes when I'm out and about, I'll listen to the radio and they'll start playing 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. I'd rather do that. Have it donated to 1877 Cars for Kids. It makes you wonder where that goes to. They don't really tell you. I don't remember them telling me. Once you donate a car for kids, what do the kids do with that car? Do they have grandma drive them around? Do they chop it up for parts? Does it go to a chop shop? They sell the parts. Some cars, they don't make parts anymore. I know I had a car that they didn't make parts for. So you have to go hunting for the parts. That's one option I didn't look up. Instead of trading in that beautiful car, I should have went hunting for the part. Sometimes people do that. They'll have cars, they'll have a yard, like You Pull It. You Pull It is one. But I think it was such a rare car. I'd say leave it to a family member. Leave your Ford Focus to a family member. I had a Ford Focus one time. It was a gray Ford Focus. Really nice car. I should have just paid it off instead of trading it in. You have no family. Sorry to hear that. Well, I guess you can consider us your family. To a degree, you know. Somebody to talk to. I think that's what we all need, is somebody to talk to. Yeah, I wonder what happened to Charlotte. What happened? Charlotte used to show up all the time. Now it's hardly ever. Maybe she found a new papa. Charlotte probably found a new papa. That's what it is. Everybody finds a new papa once in a while. Eventually they find a new papa. Hey, it's working today. That's the cartoon button. Want to hear it again? It's loud and clear today, too. Sometimes the buttons don't work. And I guess it's how it's dropped or set down. It runs on little watch batteries, which I don't like. I like the rechargeable ones. The one that has the built-in battery. You just hook it up to a charger. I notice people aren't picking on me today. I used to have people who would just pick on me and bully me. Now they're all gone. All my bullies are gone. Hooray! I better not speak too soon. I think now that they know I can time them out, they stop bullying me. They know now that they can be completely eliminated. I also know how to block people, so that's kind of fun. You're my family, Eddie. I want to thank you. You're welcome. Yes. We have found each other. Sometimes people just find each other. They call that serendipity. Serendipity. That sounds like something an old man would say. Serendipity. Ain't that a bit of serendipity? You have cats to jeep me. Oh, to keep you going on a daily. Yes. A lot of people, it's their pets. Their pets are their best friends. Your pets always understand you. They love you. They look up to you. They rely on you. So take care of your pets. That's another link I should leave. Kingdom of Pets. Check that out. It'll be here. I just have to go get the link and put it in the description. There's so many links that that might fit each situation. Because it's about pet care and pet training. A lot of people, their pets chew things up or their pets bark. And there are a lot of cool tips on how to keep your pet copacetic. You can keep your pet well cared for. Yeah, Kingdom of Pets. I'm going to do that as soon as this live is over. So we got 5 people watching. We have each other. Like that Bon Jovi song. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. So give it a shot. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. Can you keep a picture of your mom in the background? I could probably do that. And my mom's just standing over my shoulder. I'd have to help her up, though. If she were to kneel behind me, like a family portrait. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll do a selfie with my mom. Mom, can we do a selfie? Wouldn't that be so nice? I have a picture of her with a banana pillow. She likes a new banana pillow. She said it gives her neck support. She has so many neck support pillows. I think she has 3 that I know of. She has one inflatable one, I guess, that you could take on the plane with you. And she has one that's like a pillow. Of course it's a pillow. It's a neck support pillow. It is those ones you take with you on the airplane. Some people like to lay back with that horseshoe-shaped pillow. I could probably take a picture of her where she's using each pillow like she's a model. She'll be a pillow model. I need to post myself somewhere. I need to put myself somewhere with a bucket so people can put money in it. That'd be a good way to supplement my income. Just sit in a chair with a pair of sunglasses on and play the flute. See how much money I make in a day. Give myself a half-hour lunch break. I could sign autographs. For $5, I could sign an autograph. I could take selfies. Selfies and autographs would be $5. $5, please. I'll be known as the flute guy. The guy who plays the flute. I could wear a special hat. I could wear my Camp Crystal Lake hat. This is an official hat. It's even got some blood on it. But Camp Crystal Lake, where Jason hangs out. It has. I'm so proud of my Camp Crystal Lake hat. It even has the Friday the 13th logo on it. I like how there's a huge cut here. It looks like a butt. Go to school together. We went to school together. We were in special education. We had Miss Frosty. Miss Frosty as our guide. See, he's vouching for us. Miss Frosty. She was our special education teacher. We wore our own special helmets. It is cool. It is cool that we went to school together. Back when we were in California. We were in special ed together. Whee! That's our story, and we're sticking to it. We're sticking to the story. In California, we had Miss Frosty. Miss Frosty was a single teacher who had her special cupcakes that made us laugh and hungry. Miss Frosty. On Fridays, we'd spend a little extra time on the playground. She was such a good teacher. She would always kiss our boo-boos. When we get a boo-boo on the playground, she would always have a fresh box of Band-Aids. Sometimes when we'd fall off the monkey bars, get some road rash on our elbows, Miss Frosty was right there. She would comfort me. She would comfort me when I'd hurt myself. Hey, Ed. Where's Mr. Ed? Oh, Miss Ed? I don't have it. There's no Miss Ed. I'll have to find one. I guess my heart needs some time to heal. It takes longer for some hearts to heal, I think. Maybe one of these days, I'll find somebody who will not be ashamed to call herself Miss Ed. Or Mrs. Mrs. There we go. The MRS stands for Mrs. When we find a Mrs. Ed out there, somebody who will not be ashamed, somebody who will be proud to say that she's Mrs. Ed. Oh, sorry, didn't know. That's all right. That's all right. I guess when you're 56 years old, you start to just, you say, that ship has sailed. That's an expression I don't hear much anymore. Can you always find mail order bride? That's right. Get me a mail order bride. Well, I gotta go. Have a good day. You also have a good day. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to check out the link I have for you in the description if you want to grow your YouTube channel, or if you happen to have a link you want to expedite. I guess that's the right word, expedite, to the populace. Click on the link in the description and it's $20 for 250,000 views. They guarantee 250,000 views. It's not bad for $20 when you consider what you pay for advertising nowadays, or any day. You pay a lot of money for advertising. So why not try out a cheaper alternative? I wonder how many, they say at least 3 times. You have to mention 3 times your ad or your product. So yeah, click on the link in the description. And the rest is pretty easy. You pay your $20 and you give your agent the link you want to promote, and it will be out there for the world to see. I think you can choose whether you want it worldwide or just in your country. All for just $20. Oh yes, and Kingdom of Pets. It's not in there right now, but it will be. I will put Kingdom of Pets in there, so you can learn how to train and care for. Did you miss California? Yes, there's a lot I miss about California. But there's a lot I like about Georgia. I like the weather here in Georgia. I like the fact that there's no restrictions on what you can have as far as weapons. I'm a weapons collector, and here in Georgia I feel at home. You can actually carry a lot of the weapons that you couldn't carry in. You can actually have a butterfly knife here. In California they put you in jail if you have a butterfly knife. Or throwing stars. I can actually own throwing stars in Georgia and have them. Blowguns, I have things like that, you know. I can actually own those things here and use them, as long as I don't harm anybody with my blowgun or my throwing stars. I guess Georgia is a good place if you want to be a ninja. It's crazy how many rules and laws there are in California. I think the only thing you can have in California is throwing knives. It always scared me in California. Miss Frosty could bail you out. That's right. She has money at the ready. She calls it her bail fund. When she sold enough brownies, when she sold enough cupcakes, it would all go to her bail fund for when we needed to be bailed out of jail because we had throwing stars. They call it, yeah, it's a felony. It's a felony if you have a throwing star in California. That's so sad. I guess you'd probably have to get a license to collect. Sometimes you just want to collect weapons because they're so cool. Just take them out in your backyard, start throwing stars and popping balloons with your blowgun. I like the weather here in Georgia. I like the loose laws. You can even have a sword cane here in Georgia. And also one of those collapsible batons or telescopic batons. You can have one of those. They consider it non-lethal. They consider it a non-lethal weapon. So you can walk around with your collapsible baton. Those are pretty cool. You snap them out. You ever seen Observe and Report? There's a movie with Seth Rogen. Patton Oswalt was also in that movie. I think I want to watch that movie again. Observe and Report. The guy uses one of those telescopic batons for self-defense. He just snaps it out and starts wailing on the bad guys. But I like the hiking in California. That was nice. I liked it when it wasn't 100 degrees outside. You can always count on summer being 100 degrees all through the week. I think the hottest it got was 104. That sucks. You don't want to have a broken air conditioner when it's 104 degrees outside. Sitting at a stoplight, cooking in your car oven. That's what's horrible, a stoplight. Sitting at a stoplight and you really have to go to the bathroom. The stoplight seems to take longer. We have one right out here that seems to take forever to change. Oh man, I'm glad I don't have that problem. I think I had that problem one time, sitting at a stoplight, and you really have to go boom boom. And you're just counting the seconds. But this is a family show. I gotta be careful what I talk about on a family show. South Park has really stretched the limits. I guess as long as you say viewer discretion is advised, you're okay. Viewer discretion is advised. You can talk about a lot of stuff. You can say a lot of words that they didn't used to allow. I guess what I'm hearing is the uncensored version of South Park. But yeah, I remember back in the 70s, if somebody said, damn it, that was pushing the envelope. Somebody just said, damn it, or son of a bitch. I remember that was once said on MASH. I was watching MASH, and Hawkeye said, son of a bitch. And that was pushing the envelope. Now they're allowing a lot more words to seep through. Well, I guess I'm here for whoever's here now. Who's here now? Somebody's... Oh, we got 3 people. For those of you who are just joining, check out the link in the description. If you have a website you want to promote, it's very cost effective and it's guaranteed. They guarantee results. You don't hear that often. They say subject to change without notice, or results may vary, but they guarantee. They say in life there are no guarantees. I think I'm just losing fuel right now. So I got 3 likes so far. Goody goody gumdrops. That's one thing I haven't heard in a while. Goody goody gumdrops. With Gumdrop Smiles. That's another movie I want to watch again, is Team America World Police. Team America World Police. That was quite an effort, they say. Matt and Trey worked on that movie. Quite an effort. It took a lot out of them. Just working with puppets. They say they never want to do another puppet movie. So few people come to Eddie's Funhouse. And if they do show up, it's for a very short time. The hour's almost over. I have to get more peach rings. I ate all of my peach rings. What's funny is when I get peach rings, I can't seem to stop eating them. They look like little life preservers. They look like donuts before they've been cooked. And they're covered with sugar, and they taste like little peaches. Yep, Miss Frosty always had bail money. She was an example of unconditional love. I'm glad I didn't have to be bailed out. That would put such a burden on Miss Frosty. My crime was being cute. That was my crime. The only crime I was guilty of was being a cute little boy. A cute little boy with his rhinoceros helmet. Miss Frosty favored me. That's what made all the kids jealous. Flute and Memories. That's what we'll call this. Flute and Memories. When I had a cold, she would wipe my nose, comfort me, and call my mother and tell her to come pick me up so I can go home and have some lemon and honey and chicken soup. Homemade chicken soup. It would take a little while for that chicken to boil. Then she would put in herbs and spices. And I would drink it from my special cup. My E-cup. So it's been 51 minutes. 3 people are watching. And I'm not being bullied today. How about that? I like when I'm not being bullied. I wonder what happens when someone's timed out. Does that go on a record somewhere? That so-and-so was timed out? And for what reason? Or you could just block people altogether. I love the sound of a good rattle. It's a very healing sound. This is made of nature. This is made of things from nature. It's just a gourd with seeds inside. People use this for healing. Some tribes, some shamans, they just pull out the rattle. It has a healing property. Have you seen the Tic Tac gun? Somebody was showing that in a short on YouTube. There was a Tic Tac gun. It was a 3D printed adapter. You take off the dispenser part of the gun and then you snap it on and you could shoot Tic Tacs. I guess when you run out of Tic Tacs you could put BBs in there. Make it a little BB gun. I'm going to be Jamie Heineman for Halloween. I'm going to be Jamie Heineman for Halloween. That's why I'm growing this goatee. By October 31st or October 26th. Yeah, October 31st. This should be long enough. Because I had the hat and glasses. Maybe I should put them on one day. Just as a spoiler alert. I could show you. That's what I should ask. Show me your costume. Make a video of you in your costume. So I can see it. If you have a cute little costume or a scary costume or a very creative costume, show it to me in a video. It's amazing how many YouTubers don't have any videos. They have no videos. They have no shorts. All they have is their logo. And that's it. Their logo, their handle, and that is their YouTube account. I say just make at least one video so people can comment on it. So people can leave you comments and you can return those comments. At least one. It's almost breakfast time. It's almost breakfast time. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. I can hang on. I have to wait an hour before I eat. After taking all of my pills, I have Tic Tacs. I have Tic Tacs. This is an orange. It's supposed to be a Sprite flavored Tic Tac. They don't freshen your breath though, like a mint Tic Tac. I remember I was caught one time stealing Tic Tacs. When I was a little boy, I stole a package of Tic Tacs. And then I think my uncle paid for the box of Tic Tacs. I was a sticky-fingered little boy. I just saw it and wanted it, and I would take it. That's right, tic-tac-toe. Have a tic-tac, and then if you're into toes, that sounds like cannibalism. Tic-tac-toe. Have a tic-tac, and then a toe. Yeah, that sounds very cannibalistic. That sounds like yeah, or a zombie. A zombie would have tic-tac and then a toe. There's not a lot of meat on a toe. It's mostly skin. Mostly skin and a toenail. So I guess a toe would be an hors d'oeuvre to a zombie or a cannibal. This is a family show. Why am I talking about that on a family show? Because zombies are so well known. So many people know of zombies. You know what zombies do? They eat people. unless it's from Return of the Living Dead. Those are pretty good movies, Return of the Living Dead, to watch on Halloween. And Hocus Pocus, that's a good Halloween movie. Halloween, Halloween. A Nightmare Before Christmas. That seems to be very popular. Wildly popular. You notice Beetlejuice and Jack both have striped suits? Beetlejuice and Jack. Or no, Jack just has black and white. That's right. I notice a lot of superheroes are green. Green Arrow, the Hulk. Green. There are a lot of Green Lantern. There are a lot of superheroes that sport the color green. And then there's only one bad guy that's green, and that's the Riddler. And then the Joker, doesn't he have green hair? I'm just trying to connect the dots. Have you noticed that a lot of superheroes sport the color green? Wow, it's been an hour already. I put in an hour. That seems to be the attention span of the average person. 1 hour. Sometimes it's an hour and a half. Most movies are an hour and a half. Some things to think about. 1 more minute and it will be an hour. Wow, 5 minutes went by already. And the amount of time it takes to cook a pizza. I know those pre-made pizza dough. It only takes about 9 minutes to cook a pizza at 450 degrees. I'm going to have to get more of those. Ingles, I went to Ingles and they were only taking cash. I guess their machines, their card readers crapped out. That's sad. You go all the way out to Ingles and their card reader. That happens from time to time. The card reader breaks down. That happened when I worked at Kmart during Christmas of all times. The card reader broke down and we had to take down all the credit card numbers and their expiration dates. That was a nightmare because everyone is shopping at Kmart for Christmas to make their Christmas a little bit merrier. Oh well, I guess I've run out of everything. I've run out of material. So my mission will be to put Kingdom of Pets, the link in the description. It's for pet training as well as pet care. Check it out. And I hope you were entertained. Have a good day.